Mga kaibigan, nahulog po ako. Kumain ako ng concrete. Ito ang aking nakita. I miss composing, man. I miss composing my shots. I miss photography, balance of things. Ito, pop photography to kasi dalawang bagay lang. Sky, kable, puno. Lagi nang kasama yung kable kasi sa Pilipinas laging may kable. Puro na lang kable. Ito, okay din to. Pop photography din to. Screenshot natin. Ang tawag dito ay concrete and halaman and internet. Ito yung maganda pag marunong ka talaga sa production at kung sawa ka na tulog sa pagkagawa ng kung ano-ano. Dahil minsan matapat ka lang ay makikita mo na talaga yung ganda na tinatago sa atin at nakatago sa loob natin. Kasi ako lang naman ang nakakakita nito sa ngayon. Tapos i-share ko sa inyo kasi you know. Checking out the camera. And so that's him right now. Gash. Corona. I need my Corona. Medyo mo. Racing the bird. Ang dami sa hope na. Bukas na. I'm using a dead cat right now. Woo! You know, never have I encountered
in the town where I was born, the time is slow and the government is filthy. And the people's sense of music sucked. It's because they thought what other people did was always better and healthy. They never really cared much for what was new and what was savvy. They only tried to love what they themselves can copy.
I'm trying to measure this slope if like kaya ba, because this is a car parking, you know, entrance slope. So looking at it from there, mukhang kaya from there to here. Problema ako sa part na to. The only way I could brake is to turn. So I have to practice turning while accelerating. So I guess my plan for today is to accelerate while turning. Para akong umaapak ng silinyador, tama ba? Parang umaapak ako ng gas habang nagtuturn. That's gonna be my plan for today. So that one day I could conquer slopes like this. It's a nice spot. So far ako palang nag-skate dito. Again, welcome to the REG Takes It Slow skating podcast and recording vlog content, long format kind of space, Galawan. And my name is Rez. I am a content creator and recently I've been learning how to skate. I've been learning how to create. I've been practicing weird ways. I don't really know sometimes what I'm doing, but you know, at least I'm getting shit done. Please do like and subscribe, and don't be afraid to share about my content. I hope you have a fine time listening and watching this. These will also be available on Spotify if you like the audio only style, but I'm also gonna be, you know, practicing. I really do want to get back on my photographer kind of ways para ma-practice ko ulit yung filming ko, framing ko, shit like that, and get to buy more camera gear eventually. So yeah, that's the plan, and let me show you a bit more of the place. Like I said, importante lang naman sa akin yung magka-routine ako. Routine ang pinaggagawa ko sa buhay ko sa umaga, para hindi na ako lagi naglalaro ng games, hindi ako lagi nasa-stuck sa bahay, at para hindi ako maasar ng mga kaibigan ko na sasabi nila lagi lang akong nasa bahay at wala akong ibang alam gawin. Yun kasi yung pinausong dati iniimbento nila kung ano yung trip ni Rez Toledo. So siguro may nagkalat na Rez Toledo is just your typical homie. At kumalat yun, naging uso yun sa mga maraming tita actually. Na Rez Toledo is your homie. Kasi binibisita ako sa mga bahay talaga eh, nung bata pa ako. If you really know me. And this is just to, remind myself na I do actually go out. Siguro kaya nung bata pa ako, sobrang inspired si Champ Louis Pio na ilabas-labas ako kasi nga kala ng mga tao sa bahay lang ako. Pero hindi, lagi ako lumalabas, pati lagi akong nilalabas. Lagi akong pinagdadrive. Diba? And binabalik ko lang yung ganun. Pero more of now, solo trip lang talaga. Solo trip and really explore kind of what I could do with the shit that I'm appreciating these days. Trying to really get to know who I could become before I turn 30 and what I could sound like, because contrary to what people say that you are what you wear, you are kind of who you are, what you look. I'm not really like that as a rock star, as a sound engineer, sort of. You are what you sound like. You are sound, diba? Because at the purest points of consciousness, the purest points of meditation, there's nothing else but quiet and loud awareness. So that's what we're up to, and this is the core idea of any of my channels, any of my content. Again, my name is Rez Toledo and this is REG Takes It Slow. Welcome to the channel, and let's see what could happen today. I'm at a point now where medyo sanay na ako magdahan-dahan, and like I can feel that as long as I stay low, medyo hindi na ako nadudulas talaga. And so now ang hinahabol ko ngayon is how to incorporate what I know from exercise, and I try to wear full gear para masanay din ako sa weight, and then have water all the time. But really, like diba, parang I'm trying to combine workout now, what I know from working out, and recording and moving with the skates. So sometimes I'm not fully confident shooting it, but at least I get to move with it, and and never have I encountered or dreamed na makakapag-recording ako while mobile. So medyo that's the plan, right? And then also, whenever I go out at this time, I exercise yung mata ko, and hindi man sa lagi ako mag-isa, pero I get to check up on my desires as an artist. Like now I'm seeing how the lights cast shadows on the small rocks, small broken asphalt on this concrete, and just by the way that it's presented, the abstract beauty of that is really turning my mind on, because turned on my mind ko, so I can say that now I really want to turn on the engine of my body. Napagod, pero I'm doing some progress with my turn stop, and I'm enjoying it so far, but my heart is beating fast right now, and I'm training myself to parang recover in cycles. One thing that's helping a lot is talking a lot, and it's a fine morning. I think you saw a glimpse of it by now on this part, and I'm getting ready to maybe rest a bit and log in some thoughts. Kunwari pa, para namang napakahirap ng sasabihin, but yeah. The extra factors are nice. I'm just gonna do some sprints. I'm just gonna practice some more sprints, and then I think we can go on with the next part. Again, thank you for listening, and if you like it, save it, not shave it. Save it, not shave it. And be acquainted with the features of this space. Alright? 3, 2, 1. Okay, I finally decided that this will be a skating, podcasting, and recording kind of content creation. So it's filed under how-tos and style. How-to style. Medyo di ko trip yung style ko ngayon. I'm wearing a shirt from like 2009. And you can see how skinny I am. These are all the muscles that I have. And then also how stylish I am. Not very stylish at all. Just, I look like my gestures though probably will save me. I feel good. Haven't slept. Sira pa rin yung circadian rhythm. But I'm training myself now to really have, a multifaceted thought process. Sort of a more of a parang a mindset na yun nga, I'm doing something but I'm focused on something else. And right now, hinahabol ko yung focus ko, which is my thoughts on being a post-celebrity in the Philippines, being a post-master, having written things that I think have a huge effect on the base Tagalog, right? Forgive me for mga technical difficulties like that happens with the OP1. It's something with idiosyncrasies of recording with it, which is kind of fun and teaches you a lot, makes you kind of crazy. I kind of would want to warn you though, anyone who has an OP1, medyo sabihin talentadong tao yan. Because it really makes you kind of crazy if you're serious about owning an OP1. When I was buying OP1s, it was around $800 tops. Now it's around $1,300. So may ganong factor of and I hope na wala masyadong mangyari dito. But I don't think it's the knobs, because it's like pressing other buttons when it's not supposed to. Sige, babantayan ko na lang. And importante naman is narinig ko sarili ko yung audio. Definitely I love playing around with recording, and it to slow things down a bit, it makes me really want to think what I want to record, how I want to record things, and what's the best way to record my thoughts. So balik tayo dun sa sinasabi ko nga yung pagiging post-celebrity, which is I think a really, if I had any agenda, it's really post-celebrities and idolatry and idolon, sort of not having as much dikit-dikit ng, religion, television, holographicness, Maya, not having na isang malaking bagay lang yun sa isip mo. Parang pinakamaganda is kung TV, kung radyo, kung artista, kung musikero. Ang nangyayari kasi is habang payaman yung mga celebrities, ang pinaka-isipin mong naging kultura nila is lalo pa silang pabano. Isipin mo, idol na sila ng bayan. They have holographized themselves into the drawing, into the spiritual realms with movies, with directors. And then bumaba pa sila to serve as politicians. And in our culture, magandang kultura, magandang gesture yun, diba? Kasi yung mga mayayaman tumutulong sa mahihirap. But in terms of leadership, talaga, leadership, diba? But you can't blame it kasi konti lang yung Tagalog, diba? If the Tagalogs identify as leaders, diba? If the showbiz person identify as a leader, you can't blame them if that's the Tagalog way. I don't even know what the Tagalog way is. I just know that it's a language, which is funny because you can't find Tagalog in some of the language lists. It's old eh. I don't think I don't think it's you know fair, but I guess it's that old, and then but it makes it more fun when you can speak a lot of English and then bigla kang magtatagalog ng malupit, diba? O kaya gumagamit ka ng mga ng mga colloquial terms. Recently, nilalangaw na ako na naman dito. Siguro yung mga langaw na nakakakilala din. So, ayan, malapit sila sa akin. Tapos sinisip-sip-sip ako paminsan-minsan. You can't blame it. Nasa bundok talaga, and maybe season na naman ng mga kalangawan. It's been fun trying to, getting distracted and like really staying on point though. And I think that's really a feature of focus, diba? Na pwedeng matutunan ng mga may ADHD, pwedeng matutunan ng mga may mga problema sa utak dun sa sa pagre-record. Actually, nagkaroon ako ng disiplina sa pagre-record, and yung discipline style na alam ko is through the recording sphere of people, of recorders, of recordists, of sound engineers. So if you could resonate with that, then this is the channel for you as well. And of course, I would like to thank you as a listener, because if you're listening, then it's basically it's attention span that you're giving for this thing. And yung pinakamaganda dyan is if you're sacrificing a lot of your attention span or minimix mo, or nagiging part yung content na to or this style with your, if it's a good fit, diba? If it's a good fit with your day, with your life, and with things that you enjoy doing, then parang ang pinakamaganda kong contribution na is to make my content even better for you guys. That's it. That's in terms of recording. So kaya nga pinapakita ko sa inyo that meron akong effort sa pagre-record, and with podcasting naman, if you are iffy with the noises, the background noises, right now I could see a pit bull and his master sort of malapit sa akin. I bet this pit bull will check me out, and I don't think makita siya sa video, but this pit bull is really checking me out right now. Should I show it in the camera? It's cute eh. Ito. This pit bull is checking out the camera, and I guess kasama na siya sa vlog. And mabait naman siya and pogi. So that's him right now. And it's nice, like what I said, when you're just being a nice person, it's nice to be able to parang get a glimpse of what's happening outside, and Harley. Yan, tinawag na siya ng master niya. Get a glimpse of what's happening outside, and like parang magkaroon ng idea of what people do, what people do outside, work outside, just the busy negativity, diba? Ang pagiging negative ng a lot of things. And actually, just to be really honest, napapansin ko na ang human condition is medyo nananadya pag mayroong mga camera recording, because red means recording, right? And red means parang shooting, diba? Kumbaga sa colloquial mind ng mga tao, basta may pula, shooting yun, pati parang importante yun, diba? So wala, napapansin ko, or baka narcissistic lang ako this way, that palapit ng palapit padulas yung gravity towards me. And in terms of, I hope you don't mind me slurring a bit with the topics. In terms of insects really feel that kind of flux. I remember a monk, telling me one time, nung nakausap ko yung monk na to, na at higher statuses of consciousness, sometimes butterflies will come to you, and you could, dying butterflies will come to you, dying birds, dying cats will come to you, shit like that. Things that are normal for the people who actually know about this stuff. Um, yeah, it's just nice to be able to remember those stuff. Kumbaga sa wala lang kind of thing. Dami kong random wala langs, pero now I'm able to sort of park them in the right place, right? Diba? And speaking of parking, it is after all an empty parking lot that is almost always helpful for learning how to skate. And walang mga kotse dito. So far, walang nagpa-park, walang ano. And maybe baka maganda lang yung timing ko. Pero I guess, this is like something that, and then it's interesting because at least nakita ko kunyari yung barrio dito sa kabila, napapasok naman pala nila tong parking lot na to, nakakapasok sila, nakakababa sila. So if they really wanted to do it, I think kayang-kaya naman palang pasukin this part of the bundok. And lahat ng magagandang base may magagandang lusot. So there's one lusot right there of if we really wanted to for example, diba? As you can see in the video, this is the top part of the mountain. So pag bumaha ng ganito kabaha, aakyat lahat ng tao dito tapos lalabas dun sa base sa exit na yan where the towers are. So it's like a flood exit, I think. And then a space where people could evacuate kung tumaas yung tubig on this valley, which God forbid won't happen, I'm sure, because we got that right now in the aspect of Marikina. Anyway, let's see what more random access memories I could take care of, and what silly stuff I could add to this episode, because it's really just chill and accompaniment, and I hope you like what you're hearing so far. Again, my name is Rez Toledo, and welcome to our EG. Takes it slow, EG. Sino ba yun? Sino ba yun? Anyway, let's get some more. Honestly, that's one of the most successful sprints that I've done in my life. This 2020. One of the best ones I've done. It feels great. Everything is bomb. And then I almost bumped that concrete bench, but I didn't. Tapos, sobrang tuloy-tuloy pa. Like I said, I wanted to learn how to accelerate while turning or stopping. Like brakes and then palo ulit. I'm pretty successful with that now. With my newfound balance, I think I'm up to form right now. And what I'm gonna do is really parang on top of the learning how to skate, put on what I know about exercise and training, like methods and daily shits, and then combine it with recording methods. So what I really want to say here is in Tagalog, napakahirap na for me kasi ma-appreciate yung mga bagay unless they're A plus B equals something. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. Unless it's like that, kulang na ako sa A lang or kulang na ako sa B lang. So it's really this plus this equals that. And I think everyone will come to a point that that will become the norm. So that's just what I want to record for now. Peace. Two, one. Ito, ano masasabi mo dito? Paano ba mag-translate ng mga masasayang Tagalog na bagay na hindi ka mapipilitang masyadong sumaya sa English? Ulitin ko. Paano maging expressive sa Tagalog nang hindi ka magsiskid, hindi ka madudulas dun sa pagsasalita ng masayang English. Kasi lahat naman tayo marunong umintindi at least ng masayang English, you know? Kinda like I'm happy with today. I'm faking it today. I'm rich today. I'm rich today, yo. Diba? Pero paano sasabihin yun sa Tagalog? Meron ba sa Tagalog na ganun? Meron na ba tayong expression ng pagtatagalog na on the positive note? Diba? On the major scale. Kumbaga, hindi yung mga bagay na inisip ng isang linguist. It could be that the postulate will appear na Tagalog is actually a new tao language, a post-human developing speech that we could call the base Tagalog, diba? Yung ibig sabihin nun is kulang-kulang pa yung pagka-express ng Tagalog. Hindi ko lang bakit kulang-kulang, pero like baka it's still developing, it is still being formulated. And it might just happen that it's gonna get formulated with a lot of type 1 English civilization words because the Tagalog is still living in the type 1 civilization. And it might be that Tagalog could be the first real type 1 non-Western language. So what if postulations, right? If you're following my work, postulations is that yung pagtatagalog ay ang pinaka-bagong lengguwahe, pananalita at narrative dito sa parte ng mga gumapagalaw ng mga bagay from east to west. Kasi lumilipat ang mga bagay from east to west. Sa east natin ang Canada, nasa east natin ang Amerika, sa east natin din ang Pacific, diba? At yung mga galing naman sa east moves further west. Yung mga galing India magiging Ingles, yung mga Ingles nagiging Amerikano, diba? Merong mga counterculture pero huwag muna natin pag-usapan yun. Yung Tagalog na galing sa Pearl of the East, tama ba? Pacific, at least Pearl of the Pacific. If it gets wind, base Tagalog will move towards what is nandito sa ganyan. Kaya aware ang mga tao sa Tagalog, aware ang mga tao diyan sa mga Afrikano, aware sila diyan, mga Malaysian, Singaporean, aware sila sa pagtatagalog. But it's fairly a new language, I would say, because matagal na akong hindi nakakita ng bagong panunulat na base Tagalog na hindi bullshit na. Yung talagang masaya lang or like positive lang na Tagalog na, how is that expressed? Ano yung mga examples ng mga ganung bagay na pwede nating sabihin na Tagalog pero positive, hindi sarcastic, diba? Hindi malungkot, hindi blue. More of like bright rainbow, silver kind of kulay, diba? Ano yung kulay ng Tagalog na hindi pa natin nakikita? Ano ba yung kulay ng Tagalog na expression lang talaga ng pure logic, ng pure kagalingan at galak at kilas, diba? It's all in titles, it's all in words, pero yung speech patterns parang hindi pa natin nakukuha. And ito pa, ang malupit. Wala pa namang atang AI na nag-analyze ng pag-base Tagalog at ng Tagalog mismo, ng pure Tagalog. I would say yung pure Tagalog is just the soul of the language, pero base Tagalog is sort of the content of this whole thing, which is still Tagalog obviously, but just, I always say that Filipino is the pussy language and Tagalog is the main knee right now. It's working right now. It's the knee that's working. Yung pussy knee, it's not working. It's just open and like fucking like all over the place and fucking like ayan na, tapos. But this one, the base Tagalog knee is kind of really working na. And then and then gumagana na. That's the main postulate, main theory of its agency right now. Meaning, any postulation from this point on would benefit if recording would benefit any of the postulatings from this point on. Recording, and eventually AI-assisted analysis of the base Tagalog language. I haven't heard this and from anyone, but I have heard of some teachers of Filipino appreciating this kind of work. So thank you for listening to that kind of stuff. I'll give you a nice trivia, guys. No, trivia.
Para death by trivia tayo.
In the world that I come from, which is the recording world, recording addicts, ang normal nila is 6 hours per session sa recording. So that's roughly 6 hours of listening and typing and producing per day kung talagang you're in the trabaho of that. And if you're a pro, diba? So yun yung timing. Eh syempre nakaupo lang naman yun, diba? But the time warp there is yung minsan pag nag-work ka na agad sa studio, paglabas mo maggagabi na. So ganun ang timing ng mga recording ad. What I'm integrating with now is
Training to skate. I am also losing time and time warping.
Nagiging marker ko yung routines ng mga tao sa village na to. At ang nangyayari is yun yung naaaral ko. But it feels like mas marami akong nagagawa per day. Parang nata-time warp ako sa parang 30 minutes gone by. And I think it's 15 minutes. Parang ganun. So kala ko 1 hour na, yung pala 30 minutes pa lang. What I used to be able to do in 15 minutes, I can do in 10 minutes. Also, I'd just like to log in terms of skating. This session has been more of discovering my own sort of drills, my own sort of dangers, my own sort of new habits. This way I could build my endurance and work out really nicely. And, if I do this more often and the weather feels good, feel ko masasanay din ako sa mga mukha ng mga tao dito. At masasanay din sila sa akin. There are the normal joggers. I don't know their names yet, but they usually here. And, start of the day kind of thing. So the drills in the creation of the how-tos of how I make this vlog, this video, this production. Parang it's very interesting that I'm still working on it and discovering them. So if they become more consistent, and then mas masasanay din yung you as viewers and listeners, and I guess we will enjoy it more and things will get smoother and smoother until ma-perfect ko na yung pinaka main format ng ganitong type of long format vlog. So that's it. I'm gonna skate some more. Simple lang naman yung death wish ko eh. Simula ako dun. Bababa ako dito. Tuloy-tuloy hanggang dun. Boom. Ulit. Yung death wish ko. Bababa ako dun. Tuloy-tuloy hanggang dun. Check it out. Found some chronol. Check it out. I found some chronol. Chronol. Alam yan. If you're a Bong Joon-ho fan.
You know what chrono is? Chrono.
So, aminin ko nakakatulong yung naka-headphones habang nagsiskate at fair weather because I'm not worried about bad weather, so fair weather is nice. I'm not really dressed up for the occasion. Aminin ko rin pambahay ko rin to. And aminin ko rin na gutom na ako. So parang panggutom lang yung thoughts ko. Although I still want to skate this road, the other flat road, just for exercise sake and sanayan lang. Because I'm licking the ground, right? I'm licking the ground with my feet. So sinasanay ko lang yung ganung form. And then also this has been one of the nicer sessions in terms of confidence and being able to correct my form. I'm studying now balance, like real form and balance with my left and right. So I think that's gonna be the easiest thing that's gonna be on my mind in terms of form. But I still want to learn some, aggressive skating. I've tried walking backwards. I'm starting that as well. So in terms of process and my steps, parang doon na ako papunta. But still starting out, I'm still a beginner, still basic, I still fall. And kumbaga, instead of being parang, instead of being challenging on the ground, I'm still parang medyo nagre-reklamo pa rin ako. I'm still noticing some other things. But I guess it's part of it, those kinds of distractions. And then, di ba, parang pinapansin ko pa yung environment masyado. Although, mas umiingay na, mas dumadami na yung tao. And then, it's fun. It's getting more fun, and I'm hearing more things. I'm hearing the ground literally in the bass, and then I'm also hearing my heartbeat. So it's nice to have that on the background. And obviously, this is just what I want to share with anyone who's wants to be an expert listener. You are always hearing your heartbeat. You are always hearing it. It's just that your brain tends to not bring that much energy into those things na hindi naman kailangan for your survival. But if you are on survive mode, you are always hearing your heartbeat. You are also always hearing your blood. Yun yung magagandang trivia ng mga recordists. You are also always hearing blood flow on your ears and things that you touch. You're hearing that in some form or another. It's just that when you haven't trained your sensitivity to it, or you're not wearing your gear, or you're not being, sa meaning ko na, transhumanist about it, parang napakahirap nung explain sa Tagalog. Kasi pagka-explain sa Tagalog, parang parang pangmumu lang. Diba? Parang mysticism lang na narinig ko yung yung tibok ng puso ko, parang ganyan. Parang Native American yung dating. Parang but you have to acknowledge how advanced that is in terms of Tagalog. So obviously if I'm picking up from it being a type 1 civilization based Tagalog kind of form, then it would be nice to just acknowledge that maybe in the future we should be able to form patterns of speech that would inform us of parang na hindi na siya gagawing conspiratorial. It's just recognized as a scientific kind of scientific and accepted kind of way of saying deep things. And ganito naman yan sa pag-build ng foundation ng kahit sa simula talagang deep daw, pero habang ginagamit nyo na ng ginagamit, syempre lumulutang na ng lumulutang yung usage. And that's really sort of where I'm taking yung pagbe-base Tagalog. And again, if you're not used to this, I also have a indoor podcast, which is the Res BTS podcast, where I sort of I'm more I'm more articulate there actually. Here, syempre, this is my rest time from the exercise, but it's still fresh. It's very fresh, and I think being outdoor is kind of new. It's kind of fresh, and also, kumbaga, nata-triangle ko podcasting, skating, recording, podcasting, skating, recording. So, pag nasanay na rin kayo as a listener, or pag nasanay na rin kayo sa, ano ba yung pinag-uusapan nitong Restoledo na to, or, diba, what is this REG, takes it slow content that pinagmamalaki mo sa friends mo, sa mga lolo mo, sa mga nanay nyo, diba? Sabihin nyo lang, easy, skating, podcasting, recording, whichever, those three is still, if that's still fucking esoteric to people that then bahala na sila sa buhay nila. I mean, these things have been around for 1,000 years I would say. And again, I'm gonna be continuing doing this as it gets easier and smoother, and I hope magka-habits din kayo dun sa features ng space na to, and dun sa features ng podcast na to na pwedeng i-share, pwedeng itag, pwedeng magtanong, pwedeng kahit this is an open space obviously, and it's a wide space for everyone. Even dogs are even dogs are allowed here. pa rin sa downhill. Kahit konting slope lang yung angle. Like maybe a 15-degree angle down slope. Man, I can't do it. I slide. I'd rather sit. Bilis ng acceleration eh, talaga. It's really like I think that's pro level and with protective gear. Kasi ang hirap na mag-accelerate at my current skill. And then pag may slope pa, it's constant acceleration without effort. Constant acceleration. So it's more of relying on your braking power. Wala pa naman akong ganun kalakas na braking power. So, man. I think damage-wise, I'm pretty grateful na pagka Life 2.0, sa reboot ng Life 2.0 na pag-skate na ako, marunong na ako mag-music. Feels kind of like a new game plus. So I'm tackling things na I would have dreamed of. Things that I just dreamed of before. And I think that's the point of living life, full-fledged life. I think if you're out there and just looking for work and money and fame and glory, you won't really achieve all that. You can really, pero it's not the nice you can't really take that to heaven, right? That's the saying, right? And then also sa Buddhists, life is suffering, and it's just acceptance of that, you know, how to live life while suffering and achieving great things. I'm also, of course, practicing my vlogging skills, and while recording, while having some action. So, bahala na si Batman. Okay, let's do some form. Let's practice some form. Ito yung itsura when just moving my arms, sorry sa phone, just moving my arms where they're supposed to be and not really focusing on the vlog, but at least my arm is where it's supposed to be. That's why it's swinging like that. Whoa. I shouldn't really be doing this, but I just want to see it. Uwi na ako, tanghali na ata eh. Gutom na ako pero may gusto akong i-try. I gotta try it first before I go. Ants. I've been squishing ants since I was a child. I gotta try this. Mga kaibigan, ako yung uwi na po at sakit na yung binti ko. Medyo twisted na. Dami na ring tao, pati medyo weird na yung araw. Nahihiya na ako. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks. Like and share. REG takes it slow. Bye.